put Garzone on skates going back and forth to get the 2.
Ooh-wee.
Or McNeil on the baseline. Here's Bargesser back out to Scalia for 3. Off the heel to Illinois' Kendall Bostic.
And now they're off to the races again. The stops and scores have been plentiful for Illinois.
McKenzie the find of Bostic down low through contact. That's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Garzone, and a chance to extend the 16-2 Illinois run.
And it has been an attack of the painted area, an onslaught fashion by Illinois. Shauna Green has to be pleased with the high percentage shots that they're taking and making.
Here's Cook. Harem's off to Scalia. They've outscored Indiana 24-9, Christie, in this second quarter. Here's Meister inside. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay on this end of the floor. 1:22 to go in the quarter.
A good defense right there by Bostic to stay vertical. Principle of verticality was in place. 2 high hands. Just making that a tough shot.
Holmes with those 2 fouls back on the floor for the final 1:22 perhaps of this second quarter.
Yeah, Kendall Bostic told us today at practice, she said, hey, we just have to do our job defensively. And I asked him if they had to write one thing on the whiteboard, what would it be? And she said, do your job defensively. And I was like, well, she just did that.
Well, they've done that in this quarter for sure. Long 2 falls for Adalia McKenzie. Everything coming up orange in Champaign. The Illini on an 18-2 run over the last 6 minutes.
And they all have their game faces on. When they run back on defense, they have a furrow of the brow that can't be measured.
Rebound ripped down by Bryant. Her 3rd, now pushing in the open floor. Spins into the double. That's a travel.
Yeah, that time that attack of the rim wasn't there. Mackenzie Holmes just closed that rim line.
To shoot. Ooh. And a whistle away from the ball. Holmes and Hobby got tangled up underneath, and Hobby with her second.
Hobby just didn't beat Mackenzie Holmes to the spot. Right here, just kind of pulled her shoulder and gave her the body bump. You just have to stay loose. As a post defender, the offensive player wants to feel where you are so they can size you up and make a move. But if you stay invisible, that's what I like to call it. If you stay invisible back there and stay on your toes and stay untouchable, it makes it tough for the offensive player to get that seal on you.
In case you're wondering, at home, Christy Winter-Scott's elbow still sharp over here, even off the court.
Hey, man, I can't help it.
I'm getting post play down here. I'm just sitting there.
Bad. He's still sharp, though. That's good to know.
One more for Mackenzie Holmes. Let me Google workman's comp injury. See what I get for that. One more for Holmes. And she's good on both.
Indiana number 52, Lily Meister.
44-28, just about even game clock, shot clock. 1/10 of a second difference, so you can essentially hold for the final shot here if you're Illinois.
And I bet it's going to be a high ball screen action because Illinois has been very successful with that against Indiana so far, with the drop coverage on the second line.
No fouls to give here, so any foul would mean free throws coming. Bostic back out to Dolan. 8 seconds to go. There's a foul. As mentioned, free throws are coming.
But that was a fantastic read right there by Dolan, right? Not to just fire up that shot, but to attack the closeout because they're running hard at you, and that's the best time to rip and go, attack the hip, get some contact and head to the line instead for an unguarded couple shots.
How about the first half for Gretchen Dolan? True freshman out of Buffalo, New York. Her mom was her high school coach. Kristen, who played at Canisius, was the coach at Williamsville South when she was going through school. Varsity player since the 8th grade for Gretchen Dolan.
I'd love to see that.
Misses both free throws, though. The rebound for Holmes. Starts it up to Chloe Moore-McNeil. 4 seconds and counting. Moore-McNeil on the drive. End-to-end. Can't get it to go. Dolan the rebound. And that ends a terrific second quarter for the Illini. They outscore Indiana 26-11 in the quarter and lead big at half.
Solid first half by Illinois. Now the trick will be, can you sustain that level of efficiency on both sides of the court?
That's the end of the first half. Our score, Illinois 44, Indiana 28. Coming up after the break, we'll send you to Mike Hill and Kim Adams in Los Angeles for the halftime report. Illini rolling at home through half number 1.